I'd do if I was the president, man. I'll bring my whole entire military home. But y'all did that shit over there. I'll open up the borders. I'll be like free access. You can come over here. You got money to buy land, you can do it. If you need some benefits, you have to apply for citizenship. And then that process will be another process. You know what I'm saying? We're making a line with Mexico and all the central countries. I ain't calling that with 479. I've been working hard to climb back up in this lake tournament. Ooh, I had them smoke. But he caught me on the goddamn turn. So he's good dog. I bring my military home. I have the only law there'll be really is violence law. Like if you robbing, killing, hurting, doing some shit like that, the military gonna come deal with your ass swift. We ain't playing that far, you know. We might have a few other laws, but it won't be that many laws. It'll be just a law don't hurt your fellow citizens. Now we might have some ordinances and codes about housing and shit like that, because it's gonna be some disputes with all these influx of people just coming in trying to find somewhere to live. I will probably put a notation on it. You will get deported back if you just coming up on here and you ain't found nowhere to live in so long. I'll probably have a homeless system document. Yeah, you come in here, and about the second or third time you didn't got ran into. I fall. You bullshit. We're gonna deport your ass right back to your country. You ain't did shit yet. We gave you the land of opportunity. You know what I'm saying? That's the only time I deport somebody. You can come here and live on the street. You can live on the street there. Street. But you here come in here to get some land, buy a house, you wanna work, you know what I'm saying? You ain't even gotta work. If you finna you know, you got money. Shit, however you got the money now, that drug shit is different. It's gotta be some kind of rules on that shit. I'm for an open policy. Well, it ain't too many laws, period, but you let all them Spanish people in, boy, it's gonna be some drugs going on, boy. Why you raising me, bro? Cause you got millions. I call you, bro. Damn, why that wasn't that down 3? Why that wasn't that 3? So I gotta pop this ass in the head. I gotta pop them in the head. Yeah, I have my military on the street. We don't need our military in no other country. We bombing shit from the sky anyway. We got lasers from the damn satellite. Why the hell we got men dying over there in other countries? They come over here and protect the citizens. Any gangs or some shit trying to overtake some shit, the military swiftly rush that shit. I have them rush that shit. I don't give a fuck. You finna set up an arsenal and shit. I don't know. Yeah. But I bring the whole military home. For real. Mm-hmm. Have our tanks home and all. Bitch, we need to mobilize tanks. Ain't nobody taking over shit. You do let y'all that home. I ain't taking over. That's if I ran this shit. For real. It'd be open borders. Come on, my padre friends. But I ain't on that shit. Y'all coming over here with your army and terrorizing shit. Boy, I'm gonna deal with that shit swift with the army. The army gonna deal with that shit. Since we got so big, bad of an army, that shit should be easy to protect the citizens. I wouldn't give a damn if the military roaming around. As long as the law they ain't harassing people, they ain't gonna harass people. They're just gonna be ready to strike, drop out the sky on your ass. Paris, man, I'm going with 10-8, man. I'm gonna pop something on their ass, boy. Pop something. Pop something. What you got, dumb trucks? Shit, we potting that. Dumb trucks. Yeah. I had that Big Ten. Big Ten dump trucks. But you dumping, how you dumping money out there? Dump trucks. I want to look at this world map. I just want to look at something real quick. Come on, man. Let me see the big view. Look at the logistics of my proposed plan. See, Mexico make it an issue to me. I was gonna be like, Guatemala's all y'all come in, but Mexico be all y'all separate country. And what I be trying to figure out though is how is damn, why it won't let me get that grid? I want that grid. I want that in the middle, but it won't let me get it. How's all these people coming through y'all country and it ain't even really y'all people? We don't know. I don't know. It's weird how they doing it. Which I don't have no problem with it. But I don't know what they doing it. I know why they doing it. Because a lot of Americans, they like, we ain't working no more. And that's fucked up. I don't know what the fuck finna go down with the new world. This shit is crazy. Because that mind control is real. I told y'all, these people don't got their own mind. And the phone is their mind. His comments concerning. What does that mean? There's a lot of stuff that be concerning. And he said Purdy cost him the Super Bowl. Man, they wanted to throw some meat on him, man. That's fucked up. Look at Killer Priest. Killer Priest used to have about 1,000 motherfuckers. You know, down 100, 200 maybe. You know, black men have unique issues and need special training. Oh, yeah? Yeah, we do. We do. Most of us do. Squirrel trial. Damn, baby, why they fucking with your channel? Okay, let me see. What she talking about? Because YouTube be busting me down. I don't even want to reapply. I know they're going to be like, nah, you ain't part of us.
So I need your help in understanding something. My husband and I just got done recording a video for his channel, Kevin247, in which we talked about a video that he saw over on a channel called Doug in Exile. There's a video over there that has to do with, it's titled, The 5 Stunts Host Jessica Tarloff Humiliated by Replacement Opinion, all right? He saw this video. We wanted to have a conversation about it, so we watched the video and did a video, like a reaction video, if you will. And we had this whole conversation about it. And then my husband's on the computer looking at YouTube, and he notices there's this channel that is on YouTube that I am not a fan of, but because of the way they do things, which is, in my opinion, shady and underhanded, and they're getting paid off of the work of actual content creators. And he comes across the channel. And the channel did a reaction, we're gonna call it a reaction because that's what he claims his channel to be, a reaction video to the exact same Doug in Exile video that we had just done, unbeknownst to us that he had done one as well. But when we click on it, it's not an actual reaction video. All this guy does is he steals everybody else's content 100%, throws it in his video, and then sits there and makes faces at it, and then gets more views than the original content creator, the one who actually put the time and effort into creating the content. This guy gets more views, and he doesn't do anything. He just sits there in his little studio and plays somebody else's stuff, and then gets all this credit for it, right? But what we noticed is he lies at the same time in his title. And this is not generally a video I make. Y'all know me. I don't sit here and call people out because it's not my place. You do you, boo. That's how it works. But this kind of thing, it really is.
Hold on. Let me pause you for a minute. No, baby. For some reason, though, YouTube started showing me your channel. I never knew you existed. And I'm going to subscribe to you. Because I didn't subscribe the first time. But now I see the struggle you're going through. And they got some discrimination that's going on behind closed doors. I don't know what it's based on. You know, it don't always have to be race. It could be opinion. You could discriminate based on opinion. So, but they've been showing me yours. I came across this one.
Oh, annoying, I guess would be the right word. And I was asking Kevin earlier why certain channels, mine included, seem to be, I'm going to use the word shadow banned, because here I was thinking I was being shadow banned for, you know, speaking the truth and talking about things that maybe the platform and certain people did not want to be heard, didn't want to be talked about, didn't want people talking about, didn't want people hearing about, whatever else. And then I realized that maybe it's because I'm not lying to people. I'm not lying in titles, and I'm not lying in my videos, and maybe that's why I'm not getting views or anything anymore. But I want you guys to see this because, again, not normally something I would do, but the longer you let BS like this go on, the worse it hurts actual creators on YouTube, the worse it hurts you guys who think that you're getting something actual and factual, and in actuality, you're just being lied to. So there's this video. And here's the channel. I know you guys have seen it before because some of y'all will comment, oh, you should go watch his video. He just did this whole thing on Lahaina. No, he didn't. He stole the entire video from Hustle Bitch and then just sat there and looked at it. Yet he got more views than Hustle Bitch did on the video he made on Lahaina. I have issues with that, just so we're all fully aware in case you could not tell from my quick speech, which again, the more aggravated I am, the faster I talk. But it's absolute, utter BS that this is how this works. But here's the thing. The title, and I screenshot this for a reason, so that if he goes and changes his title, it's already there. You can see right here, this is the video where he reacted to Doug in Exile and the Jessica Tarlov lady, and this is the full title of the video right there, which he says, Jessica Tarlov, the 5 host, freaks out and screams at other hosts after being fired. Blatant lie in the title. Jessica Tarlov was not fired. The whole entire video was not about being fired. It was exactly what Doug in Exile said it was, which was the fact that the replacement theory whole thing. So then this Life with Reckless dude gets more views than the original creator does. But did he get more views because he blatantly lied in the title? Did he get more views because people were clicking on it thinking this Jessica Tarlov lady got fired? I've Googled everything up and down. She has not been fired. There's nothing out there that says she's been fired. The video he's reacting to, she was not fired. So to blatantly lie to people in a title while also blatantly stealing another content creator's entire video, how is the platform okay with this? Yet people who are out there making actual content, putting their work and time and effort and thought processes into these things are getting completely shafted and screwed with their views, with their monetary payment, with everything else, while people like this who just steal other people's stuff and then lie about it are winning. That is what's wrong with America right now. That's like the participation trophy of YouTube, where you don't actually have to do anything except for sit there and look pretty and, you know, let somebody else do all the work for you and you get paid for it. Like, how does that work? It doesn't make sense to me. You know, when Kevin and I did the reaction video that's going up on his channel, we show you it's Doug in Exile. We do the entire thing. We talk through the whole thing. We break it down. We give our opinions on what he's saying. We give our opinions on what the Jessica Tarlov chick is saying. We don't just sit there and play somebody else's video, title it whatever will get clicked, and then reap the benefits of getting more views than the original creator and pulling in money. And then it just, y'all, I have a massive issue with it because it does not make sense. It does not make sense, and it is very annoying for all creators out there. I haven't seen Hustle Bitch come back since, all his stuff was stolen by this channel when it came to Lahaina. I don't know if he quit because of it. I don't know if he's coming back with more stuff later. I'm not quite sure. But it's got to be annoying for creators. When I had all my East Palestine, Ohio stuff, a lot of people were taking that, and some of them gave me credit. Some of them blurred out my shirt logo. Some of them blurred out my name. Some of them only took the audio. Some of them took the visual. And, it is what it is. As a content creator, I understand people are going to pull your stuff and do what they want with it. There's not always something I can do about it. I can claim copyrights. I can do whatever else, but it doesn't mean it's always going to work. But when you take somebody's entire video, do nothing with it, and then lie about what it's actually about, and then get more views and get paid more than the actual original content creator, there's something wrong with the way the platform is working. Plain and simple. There's something wrong with it, and there's something wrong with the fact that things like that are not only allowed, but they are pushed farther than the actual truth of it, than the actual content creators. It's absolutely ridiculous to blatantly lie in the title like that. Why is that somebody people want to go to for information? Somebody who blatantly lies in their title about what a video is or about what actually happened. Not even about what the video is, but about what actually happened. She was not fired. That's not what the video was. That's not what Doug in Exile was talking about. So why is that how this works? I need to understand. As somebody who has, 169,000 and change subscribers, and my videos going down to maybe 10,000 views, when people like this can just take somebody else's, like if he took one of my videos and put it up, watch him get 5 times the views as me, but why? Is it because he was gonna lie in the title? Is it because he doesn't say anything, he just sits there? I don't understand how it works. And it's very aggravating for content creators out there who are putting their time, effort, and sweat equity into bringing you guys actual information, to have somebody else just rip it all off, lie about it, and then pass it off as their own-ish and get paid for it. It's very disheartening to content creators. Hopefully Doug in Exile says something to this guy or to the platform, because I think it's absolute trash that that's how this works. And I may sound bitchy, I may sound whatever, I honestly don't give a shit. It's getting really annoying that this is the kind of thing that YouTube pushes, is basically plagiarism in the form of stealing from other channels and getting paid for it. Explain to me why that's okay. Squirrel Tribe, I love y'all. Thank you for letting me just...
Okay, Squirrel Tribe, good message. Get it out there, man. We are new law passed. We are under some... Damn. That's a new law. Squirrel. Is that clickbait? Squirrel Tribe. I trusted you, now I trust you. I'm a click. No. Is it clickbait? A new law passed. We are under what new law? I gotta see. You ain't disappointed, Squirrel.
Hello, Squirrel Tribe. Happy Monday, my dudes. It is Monday. So we all know, you all know, that paying with credit cards when you go places, whether it's your bank card or a credit card, is a way for the purchases you make to be tracked, if you will, so that these companies can see where you're spending your money, so they know what kind of I would say coupons and deals and things to target you with. That way they have an idea of what you like, right? Same thing with if you have apps for the stores that you shop at, whether it is the Walmart app, if it's Publix, if it's Kroger, if it is something like Macy's or Target or Bass Pro Shop, Best Buy, Dick's Sporting Goods. All these stores have these apps now, and you can get points when you make purchases. Like you scan your like reward card or whatever, you get points, but it also tracks the things that you buy, when you buy them, how much you're spending, how you're paying for these things, and it keeps everything kind of like in a log, if you will, in the cloud of everything digital, right? And then you have these people, these third parties who come out and they say, hey, listen, I'm gonna pay you, Walmart, Target, Best Buy, whoever, for information on your customers, on, you know, what they're buying the most and whatever else. And then they get your information, your email address, your phone number, your whatever else. And then you start getting these ads in your emails. You start getting these ads in your snail mail, your United States Postal Service, right? And we know that that's how this works, which is why a lot of us like to pay for certain things in cash. We like to be able to say, hey, listen, I'm going to pay for this in cash. That way, it's not tracking what I'm buying. Like, so let's say spouses who have joint checking accounts. A lot of times you want to pay for a spouse's gift in cash. That way your spouse doesn't know what you've bought them for their birthday, anniversary, Christmas, whatever, ahead of time. You want it to be a surprise, a nice, loving surprise, right? So a lot of people will use cash for things like that. Well, we do know that CBDC is a thing that is coming, central bank digital currency. It is like on its way. It's going to be one of those things where having cash is going to be almost impossible. As it is, there are so many places that no longer take cash, that only take credit card. There's even people who don't take cash anymore. They take Venmo, Cash App. They'll do Buy Me a Coffee. A lot of people have the Buy Me a Coffee app. I have that one. I don't use Venmo and Cash App, but whatever. But a lot of people are finding ways to transfer money online versus, dollar bills, 5s, 10s, 20s, 100s, back and forth, right? And it's very hard to get money out of the banks. I know a lot of people have had issues going through their bank, whether it is Bank of America, Wells Fargo, whoever else might be out there.
Hold on, that's why the bank, bro, I got so many calls from the bank, bro. I never seen the bank call you this many times. Hold on, let me see. I'm gonna check my history. Recent. What is that? Western Union. History. And they called me 1, 2, 3, 4 times. This within the last between January of this year. Just trying to get me to open up an account. I ain't never seen the bank beg you. They should turn you down. Nah, you ain't good enough to get a bank account. You ain't good enough to get your credit ain't good enough. Now they begging you to open one.
That my brain can't think of right now. PNC, all these banks where you go to the drive-through ATM, and it's like, well, you can only take out this much at a time, or sorry, the ATM's out of cash, you have to come inside. Then you go inside and they're like, well, what do you need to take out of money for, and blah, blah, blah. They ask really personal questions a lot of times, depending on the amount you're trying to take out, right? So a lot of people, we have been conditioned to pay with credit cards, to pay through our online checking accounts, because a lot of places, if you want to send in a check to pay for things, a lot of places are like, hey, we don't even take check, we don't take cash, everything's got to be digital now. So we are being slowly but surely programmed to pay for everything with credit cards or with online checking and things like that, right? Well, we know that there's reasons for that. Like I said, they want to be able to see what you've been buying. And a lot of people worry that it's going to affect food in the future. They're going to say, well, we see that you've bought your ration of chicken this week. You can't buy anymore. We see that you've bought all the beef you're allowed to have. You can't buy anymore, because they can keep a tab on everything, since everything will be digital at some point, right? Well, California is like, you know what, let's go above and beyond all of that and go ahead and put some new things into place. And I want to explain this to you because this goes against, in my opinion, your Second Amendment, okay? Not in the sense of they're taking your guns away or any of these kind of things, but they are making it so that those who believe in 2A, which should be everybody, but those who use their right to bear arms, those who have their own personal handguns or shotguns or anything else, it's going to be a little bit harder in California. Let me explain why. So according to this, American Express, Visa, and MasterCard move ahead with code to track gun store purchases in California. Notice I didn't say Discover though. I think that says something, that Discover is not in this list of credit cards, because you've got American Express, Visa, MasterCard, Discover. Those are the 4 things that everybody uses to pay for things with, and Discover is one of the only ones that keep actual people on the line. Like when you need to call in and check your balance or talk to somebody, you're getting somebody a lot of times in the United States, and you're getting a person, not AI. Whereas Visa, MasterCard, it's a little bit harder to get in touch with a real life person. American Express, it's 50-50. I use American Express personally, but I can tell you right now, I won't be using it in California anytime. So let me give you a little bit of information here. This says major credit card companies, and this is off of CBS News, just so you guys know. Major credit card companies are moving to make a merchant code available for firearm and ammunition retailers in order to comply with a new California law that will allow banks to potentially track suspicious gun purchases and report them to law enforcement. Just take that in real quick, because to track suspicious gun purchases and report them to law enforcement, what do they deem as suspicious? I'm just curious. If you have a family of 5 and let's say you've got triplets, okay? You got 3 kids who hit 21 and you want to get all of them a firearm of some sort for their birthday so that they can stay safe and protected and whatever else. And you're like, well, while we're at it, I'm going to get one for myself and my husband at the same time, because I'm assuming the mom's doing the buying, because I would, anyway. I'm getting one for my husband and myself at the same time. That way the family can go to the gun range and shoot and practice and whatever else. Well, now you've bought 5 guns at one time and all the ammunition that goes along with it. Is that then considered a suspicious gun purchase that will then be reported to law enforcement? So retailers are assigned merchant codes based on the types of goods they sell, and the codes allow banks and credit card companies to detect purchase patterns, as I've said before. Currently, gun shops are lumped in with other types of retailers such as sporting goods stores. MasterCard, Visa, and American Express initially agreed to implement a standalone code for firearm sellers, but later paused their work on it after receiving blowback from Second Amendment advocates concerned tracking gun purchases would infringe on the rights of legal gun owners, as it would. Now, gun control activists hope the code, approved by an international organization in 2022, an international organization, can be used as a tool to help identify suspect purchases and consequently stop gun crime, including mass shootings. Speaking of which, just yesterday, many of you may know, may not know, I'm not sure, but there was a shooting at a church in California.
That was fake as hell. That was set up for this purpose. Convenience, huh? So convenient. Get out of here. Get out of here. I just looked at them 5 women. I said, what is these women doing? What is these women doing? Jumping out there, boy. We knocking dudes out. We knocking dudes out. We knocking dudes out. Knocking dudes out. What's wrong with them?
Joel Osteen, I think it's how you say his name, Osteen or Austin, I can never say it right. There was a shooting at his church yesterday at 2 o'clock. A woman walked in with a 5-year-old child and opened fire inside this church, and 2 off-duty police officers who happened to be at the service, at the 2 p.m. service, returned fire, and they killed the woman, and unfortunately the 5-year-old that was with her also got wounded critically in the return fire. He is in the hospital. And they're saying now it was I remember saying it was AR and AK. It was something that obviously is being pushed for gun control laws, because the only time you're seeing these things are in schools and in churches, because those are the 2 places where people worry the most about safety, and the 2 places where a lot of times guns aren't allowed besides in courts and stuff like that. So you're going to see a lot more of this happening, in my opinion, as we get closer to the election. But the fact that it was in California right at the same time that California has passed this law on being able to track gun purchases and stuff like that, I'm not saying it's ironic, but so according to this, proponents say a code for firearm merchants would allow banks and credit unions to alert law enforcement of potentially suspicious purchasing patterns in the same way they already flag other types of transactions, such as those that suggest identity theft or terrorist financing. While a merchant code for standalone firearm and ammunition sellers would yield data that shows a transaction was made at a gun store, the credit card companies say the code would not...
Man, they can't scare us with terrorists no more. Just be honest. Who is afraid of terrorists anymore? Like, be honest. Israel and them, they about to fight each other. What we doing in there? We funding the war. We giving Israel or Ukraine. We giving them money to fight it. But how we worried about terrorists? Oh my God. And I ain't talking about squirrel tribe. This ain't fuck with old squirrely. But what I'm trying to say is, how in the fuck are we concerned about terrorists? Ever since the 9/11, I haven't seen a terrorist. Be honest. I don't know, man. This shit's stupid. If y'all don't wake up, I don't know. It ain't woke. Y'all ain't woke. How they use that word woke when ain't nobody woke? Ain't nobody truly. Well, I ain't gonna say nobody. When I say nobody, I mean a very few percentile. Okay? And there's some of y'all out there that understand this situation truly. Damn, man, why y'all following me, man? Potting this shit. Elephant Chine White, Ella Rocco. Yeah. 10. Hey, he needed 7 or a spade. He didn't get it. He needed a 7 or a spade. He didn't get it. Oh, he had $1 on him? Give me that. Give me that. Give me that. Oh, he had $1 on him? Give me that. Knocking food. Ouch. Boy.
If you have a YouTube account that's at least 6 months old, you could be
learn
claiming at
rules,
least
man, 'cause they
$800 a
keep
week
blasting
in
me with
passive
this
digital
fucking
residuals.
commercial.
You see, YouTube pays people just
I
for
don't know
using
how
the
true
website,
this is.
but most people never claim this money.
They claim
Because
you can
first,
get
you actually
money
have to
for
register
watching
for
YouTube.
YouTube's new
You can get
digital
money if you
residuals
don't win
program.
and watch some
But
on
most people have
YouTube.
never even heard about this program.
watching you-
I was
I don't
fortunate
know.
enough to first hear about this program.
But not today.
Details about the customer or insight into
One day
into
I'm a
individual
criminal.
items that were
They've
purchased.
been blasting
So
me
they
with
say. At least 7 Republican-controlled state legislatures have banned the code, while 9 other legislatures are considering similar legislation. However, Deep Blue California passed a law requiring retailers that primarily sell firearms to adopt it by May of 2025. So what I heard is, if you really want to get everything that you need and you don't want to be tracked with what you're buying, before May 2025 is the time to do it. Last month, executives from MasterCard, Visa, and American Express each wrote to congressional Democrats assuring them the code would be available to retailers in California by that deadline. This is according to documents that CBS News did obtain. The applicable standalone merchants in California primarily engaged in the sale of firearms will be required to utilize the code, wrote MasterCard executive Tucker Foote. The letters from credit card executives reflect the tricky political waters the companies find themselves in, which I'm guessing is why Discover isn't there. Discover's like, bro, we're Switzerland. We're neutral in this. I'm not getting into your left, your right, your blue, your red, your nothing.
Okay.
We are right smack dab in the middle. I got nothing to do with it. Now, this is a quote. With respect to the firearm merchant code, there continues to be a tremendous amount of regulatory and legislative uncertainty. This is from Visa Senior Vice President Robert B. Thompson III, adding that the company will endeavor to comply with the requirements in California. Given the conflicting state laws on this topic and the likelihood that other states will enact legislation to either restrict or mandate the code, our implementation clause remains in effect. Now, Senator Elizabeth Warren of Massachusetts, Democrat, said in a statement, it's a start that credit card companies have committed to comply with the merchant code law in California, but we need implementation across the country if we're going to do everything we can to prevent.
Hold on, this doesn't make so much sense to me, bro. So they just want to, that's another divide mechanism. They said, let's make the states divide each other. Some states were like, yeah, we're going to make it happen. Other states, nah. We refuse it. But then I think about this. If there really would be a civil war in America, well, how would you allow the blue states to be unarmed when the red states are all armed? That don't make sense. the red states will take over in a civil war. So what are you doing? You don't understand that's gonna Democrats or deep blue, whoever you are, you don't understand that plan is actually, see, if you like play chess, you can see things, a few steps ahead. That's actually finna, if a civil war broke out, the blue states would get ran over. Unless the puppets, whoever really controlling it from behind, intervene and have other plans. See, we don't know what the plan is. But how could you have the blue states unarmed and the red states are armed? That, like for example, Georgia. If Florida and Georgia got into it and we were forced to try to take over Georgia, we all got guns in Florida. And they got guns in Georgia, but not at the map. Everybody got guns in Florida. Not we're gonna outnumber their guns probably. We're gonna outnumber their guns. I can see Texas running through them states. I don't understand. Oh, God, we don't have a civil war. How would that look in modern day, though? This is not the 1800s. 1860, whatever it was. 18, whatever it was. Well, yeah, horse and wagon. This is, you can have aerial support. And then where's this aerial support going to come from? Is the states going to have to use their Air Force in this Civil War? Would they use, and what would they bomb? What would their targets be? The Air Force. I'm pretty sure there'll be some Apache copters, helicopters. Certain states have those and will send those on missions to support skirmishes, or might even be to clear out certain areas for a certain, So who would actually be fighting each other in this American Civil War? Like what? How would that look? I can't imagine it. I really can't imagine it. There's no way there's a civil war. There's no way. There's no way. A civil war means a collapse of America. There's no other explanation. There's no way a civil war can take place without a collapse. Because how would that look? Like Florida, we have a Navy. So will we send our ships, our subs, boats, to shoot bombs on fellow statemen? I can't imagine it. Can you truly imagine a civil war? There could not be one. It's impossible. Imagine it. Think about who's going to be giving these commands. The governors? Are the governors going to be dwindled down to territory leaders? Pretty much. That's what it would be. Isn't the governor disobeying the president? Like Texas, a red state? Are the red states going to align as an ally? Or is Texas on their own? Do they recede on their own? We've already committed soldiers. Florida committed soldiers to Texas. to help in the border so-called issue. But are we going to help if Texas and the government invades Texas? I mean, up to what extent do we help? And who will be giving these orders? Who will be controlling this war? And what would be the ultimate goal? The red states don't want to be a part of America anymore. And the blue states make them stay together, just like the so-called First Civil War. Preserve the Union. I can't imagine it. I can't imagine it. Can you imagine the government peacefully allowing the state to recede from the nation? I can't imagine it. I don't know how. How could it be a civil war? What would it look like? Where would the tanks be aligned at? It would just be, okay, you lock down borders, you stuck in your state, you can't travel. They'll lock down travel, make it look real. It's gotta be all fake. And then what are they gonna bomb? They're gonna have to make it look real. So what are the targets gonna be in the Civil War? Who are gonna be the sacrificed? The people who are gonna be killed. They wanna kill people. So what's the first attack? Man, I don't understand what they're talking about, man. There's no such thing as the Civil War. How could it be? Explain it. There's no way. Are you mean to tell me we're gonna be invading California? With what? What equipment? Who's military? Is the military gonna divide itself? How? We got the Texas National Guard. They can't invade. They might could defend, but they don't have the invasion army. The government controls the true invasion army. So then what? The government gets to send all the troops from all these different states. So, what? I don't know. I would have beat him. Wow. He missed everything. What it? Man, this is bullshit. There's no civil war. How? None of the states have invasion armies. The military industrial complex has the invasion army under its command. Most of it is overseas, as I talked before. They should bring the whole army back. Maybe they should, because so-called civil war, and they put down martial law. There's no civil war. And then I see another scenario where the Latin Americans, the Mexicans, the Guatemalans, the Hondurans, El Salvadorians, all those guys come in and take over this motherfucker. In the mix of a civil war. Well, then is that the slaughter bait? There's slaughter bait somewhere. They want to kill and sacrifice. That's the only reason why they stirring this shit up. Red and blue. Divided States of America. That's the name. I've been calling them that for the last 20 years. That's how it is the United States. When they divided states. I don't know, man. This shit is crazy.
Prevent gun violence. Listen, being able to track who is buying a gun and how much ammo they're buying isn't going to stop gun violence, because the people that are going in and specifically going into stores to make these purchases, a lot of the times aren't the ones who are running around causing the issues that we're seeing. And they're not the ones who are doing the mass shootings. They're not the ones doing the drive-bys. They're not the ones that are holding people up in a Walmart parking lot or whatever else. I really need people to really, y'all understand it. They need to understand it, that they are going after a lot of times the law-abiding citizens who are trying to do things correctly to keep themselves and their families safe from everything that's going on right now. And the fact that California is doing this, I want to say it's, got a lot to do with maybe what's happening at the southern border with the migrant crisis, the illegal immigrants, illegal aliens, whatever word you want to use there, that it might have a lot to do with that, because they're not only coming through Texas, there's a lot of immigration happening at California's borders as well, and Arizona's having some issues. So it's not just a Texas thing, and it's not just a Hispanic thing. There are Middle Eastern people, there are Asian people, there are all kinds of people who are finding that we have a border control issue right now thanks to this Biden administration, and they're making their way in through the border. And, it's a lot harder to get in and out through Canada. As somebody who's been into Canada, I can tell you that. And for some reason, it's hard as hell to get into Mexico, but it's really easy to get into the United States. Like, make that part make sense. But anyway, let's get back to what we're talking about here. Advocates for gun violence prevention continue to push for the code's implementation despite efforts by states to stymie it. A new report from Guns Down America calls for federal legislation to resolve the conflict between states and argues the code could prevent violence stemming from cases of straw purchases, gun trafficking, and mass casualty events. The report cites 8 mass shootings that they say could have been prevented, including Aurora, Colorado movie theater shooting and the Pulse nightclub shooting in Orlando, Florida, because each perpetrator used credit cards to purchase large arsenals in a short period of time. Look, again, those are 2 individual things where you had 2 very mentally challenged people going out there and evil people deciding that they were going to do what they were going to do. It does not matter if they went into a store and used a credit card to buy it all. They could have gone somewhere else and used cash to buy it all. They could have got it from, a neighbor's stockpile or whatever else. The second we allow what has happened to determine or to scare us into allowing these new things of tracking, that's the whole point. That's what they want. We know that. Anytime we see these bad actors in these mass shootings and things like that, we're like, this doesn't make sense. Explain to me. And of course, the shooter is always, killed on sight. You can't ever get a reason on why anything was done, and they just happen to find a whole journal on why they did it and blah, blah. There's a lot of stuff that doesn't always make sense, and it's geared at making you see what they want you to see, so then they can implement these things to protect you and the rest of the country from whatever else. But all it really is going to do is make it so that sooner or later we're not going to have the ability to go out and make a purchase of a firearm or of ammunition or anything else like that, and it's going to be for our own good according to the government.
Oh, give you a light. I might have hit the light too late. Let me see.
Hello, Squirrel Tribe. Happy Monday, my dudes.
I'll try you. Damn, we ain't got no little straight. We ain't block 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 no little straight. This is what they hiding for. What they won't tell you about the Joel Osteen Lakewood church attack. Oh, he on it already. It's all fake. It's all bullshit again. It all looks like that shit look like fucking some shit out of a movie. If it's real, they stage it. And if somebody died, somebody sacrificed somebody. So, either kind of fake you want to call it, fake meaning it didn't even happen, or fake meaning they lied to you and they set it up made you think it's real. Make you think somebody really had a flip out when they programmed the whole scenery. It was all planned, that sacrificial act. And then you got that little other dude channel said, brainwashing is real. New makeup video coming soon. Man, that bitch look ugly as fuck right there. Baby, that shit don't look cute. Why is you chomping your lip like that, man? Fuck. Generational wealth. Nah, I fold, bro. What else they got going? What do they know? Man, that shit ain't gonna hold. Save God when they're dead. It's over for their ass. Columbia River, enigmatic phenomenon. Bigfoot. Man, they got a big ass bubble around that bitch. He putting God first, bro. No, that's right. Y'all don't finally know shit. Shut up. I'm so tired of this dude, Anton Petrov. We finally don't know shit. How the fuck we know the end, why they circled the light? We come on, bro. We were completely wrong, but now we're completely right. Man, get out of here, bro. Just say you got a new theory on why they, like, I mean, because if you think you proved your theory on why somebody do something, then you're in the minds of the bug. And I don't think you're in the minds of the bug, bro. In the world's pure cinnamon. What did they find, bro? Hebrew connection in ancient Florida. House Noir of the mountains created a great and unfair. It's a beautiful lies. Damn, that's what they call it. Beautiful lies. Shannon Shaw responded, my ass threatened to shoot him. Man, y'all better stop. Please stop. Please, y'all. I can't even click on that, man. That's clickbait. That's gotta be. Hey, pretty lady. Wait a minute. How Jesus never did, but Yeshua did. Yeshua ain't exist either. No. No, mommy. You're cute, but Yeshua did not exist either. He's made up as well. Believe it. Putin truth bomb. Yeah, they ain't want Tucker to do it. See, they fired Tucker. But Tucker part of the plan too, man. He went and spoke to Putin. The only thing question I have about the Putin, was that Russian translator really saying what he was saying? Cause we couldn't really hear clearly the Russian. I wanted to get the Russian audio of Putin responses, the transcript. I wonder if they got the transcripts, but we can actually read. And they can change the transcript if they, but I can't hear it. So we don't know if Putin's really saying what he's saying. They could have just put a little shit what they believe he's saying. They could have fluffed it. Boy, I'm gonna let you have it, boy. I think they gonna give you a little blessing right now. And he was over my head. I ain't see big 3. problem in this world. I had a giant. Giant look good. They depopulating the world. Man, bro. Cancer's new hope. Only 0.21 Bitcoin is a big deal. Yeah, that's 20% of 50K. That's about 5 bands or so. 4 or 5 bands. And it's going up. $18.59 sparked the Great Recess. Okay. Is it gonna be a new reset when a new comic comes? Where did our people come from? Who is y'all people? Who are you referring to, sir? I would like to know that question too. But it has something to do with the Bible, I believe. And Adam and Eve. And that whole entire story is I gotta jump in, man. Big pill. The wrong black, man. The wrong black, man. Houston church shooter identified. Well, I gotta go. I ain't got no spade. Damn. Did the president just get hacked? Come on, bro. Hacked? 12 minutes ago. Let me see a little preview. Give me a preview. What do you mean by hack? Hey, that thumbnail, I gotta give him to him on that thumbnail, bro. Okay. Okay, about the Super Bowl and all that shit, huh? You made me want to see that. I didn't watch Super Bowl at all. They getting ready to shoot like dang. Who is? Oh, they need some bait. They need a bait, man.
All of the other things that are to come. Now, this is a big subject. This is what people are talking about, and I want to point out some of the obvious factors that are here. But first, let's bring in my co-host/internet brother, Dex James. What is going on, and how are you doing today?
Well, hello, Adam, and hello, Fugle fam. I'm doing just fine.
So we're going to talk about, of course, the sports event of the year that just happened yesterday. And by the way, if you don't know, that event, the name of that event is extremely copyrighted. It's insane. Like, even using their stuff in titles, people are at risk. I never knew that up until last year. But as far as the event that just happened yesterday, it was to me, when I first heard that the halftime show is going to be Usher, Reba McEntire, and I can't even remember the third, I was like, wow, that's like, those are big names, but those are big names of like, I don't know, 2005. Those aren't big names, now. And I was kind of surprised that it wasn't taped, obviously, with the whole Swift and, Travis Kelce thing going on. I thought it was kind of nuts that they had them. Of course, they had surprise guests. They had, all sorts of other people. So most people were watching the event yesterday. Some people don't care about football. They don't care about the bowl. They don't care about it. But again, what happened there is also just very, very odd. Now, what you're looking at on the screen is actually a young lady 2 seats over from Taylor Swift. Now, she's actually emboldened with a upside down cross and then doing the devil signs while she is actually on the Megatron. This goes into a big theme of what is going on right now with everybody. Not to mention, we're going to talk about how our president actually posted at the time that they won the Super Bowl a very, very, very weird tweet. Just really out there. We're talking, they labeled it Dark Brandon, lasers coming out of his eye. Absolutely everyone thought that it was either a hack or that they were putting it out, that it was a parody account. It was the indeed real president that just put this out. Are they getting ready to can him? Kamala just said that she's ready to step into the Wall Street Journal. There's all sorts of weird stuff going on here. Before we get started, though, I do want to remind you with all the craziness, if you do want to protect your cars, trucks, and motorcycles and anything else that runs, including your house generator, we're independent. And if you go through a company like EMP Shield, not only are you helping support us, you are also protecting yourself against not only EMP, but also a CME or Carrington level event. Tomorrow we'll be giving you an update on the solar events. We have had one after another after another. Solar Cycle 25 is actually coming up to be one of the craziest
Man, I
solar.
just had a weird ass thought, bro. What if they what if a Mexican or Guatemala, some kind of like South American immigrant assassinate the president, and then they be invading, they be shooting people, and it's a mass hysteria. Like Mexican attack, and they killing people, and they taking over Texas, and they flooding everywhere. That'd be kind of fucked up, man. Man, I gotta call that. Boom, man, I got the club, the 8 o'clock, might bust him across the face. No, man. I bet not, bro. No. We come in, we all there. That's furniture. Yeah, the king of club, no. Damn. Yeah, he was snap calling. I'm glad I ain't get out of hand with that hand. Oh, that took a hit from me. That took a hit. I took a hit, y'all. I took a hit, y'all. I took a hit. I took a hit, y'all. I took a hit. I gotta stop smoking cigarettes. Boy, I want another cigarette. And that's sad. Shake it off. You can't be smoking them bitches back to back. Chain smoking till your motherfucking lungs crack. Back to back chain smoking. Damn, man, they fucked me up, man. I had options. I ain't hit none of them. Oh, that is some bullshit. Oh, it was probably. Damn. We'll give me these dates. And then the band works just peaking. Is it word peaking? What he got? Big ace? Been 150. Oh, he raised. He just called. Okay. Let me get it right. I don't think I'm gonna push these eights like that. You just call me 100 band. Papa. Check it. Like my hand. I think I'm leading right now. To be honest. Look at him. He just push some shit. The Roman call. I ain't got it. I ain't got it. Shit. I don't know, boy, what you gonna do? I did have it. Wait a minute. Did he have 2 pounds? I think I had that. 8s and whatever it would have been. Dang. They full of shit, bro. I ain't take over that hand. I deserve to lose now. I'm gonna lose. I had a chance right there. triple up my 400-something thousand. I'm supposed to have my meal back. And I'm bullshit. That was straight up bullshit. I gotta admit it. Oh, I played that bad. That cost you, bro. You sold for your ass. Damn, it's over for me. Damn. I gotta bounce back. We gotta shake that off, man. Can we shake it off? Damn, I fucked up, y'all. That cost us to find a table. I believe I did. That was it. That was the get myself back in that position. Now I know they're gonna bop my ass as soon as I jump in. They're like, hey buddy, you know, and up out of here. I need to make me some snack or something. Get me some chicken sandwiches. Sandwich and chip. EMP Shield Micro. Interesting. Okay. I like that. That's what I'm gonna do too, bro. I'm gonna make me a little web page with my little ad. Basically what he's doing right now, making his own little commercial. I fall, man. Damn dizzy. Man, got me dizzy. Oh, number hearts. I don't even think I want a haircut. I don't. I need to try to double up. If I can't double up, it's over. They keep giving me fluff. They keep giving me fluff. See? Fluff. Fire chicken. With a big hand and pounce. See if my fate. If it was my fate. I missed on them eights. It was your fate to get your ass ate up out of here. Yeah, yeah. Oh man, give him something. Give me something. Nothing. I ain't even in this hand. Boy got 5 million to chill. Boy, it's over for me. I better say that for that blind coming up. Whoa. We're gonna try to make a comeback, baby. It's all in a fold for me. funny though. If I would have had King 9, I would have limped in with that shit. But I didn't. I didn't. Call. He didn't believe it. Ruben. They got millions, man. They gonna call you. They gonna call you whatever you put out there, Ruben. Put it on out there, buddy. He gonna call you. You ain't gotta slow feed him. He might do you the honor. See, he do you the honor. Yep. See, he ain't have to do all that. He calling. Whatever. See, he got a 9. He didn't care you had a king. He wants you to show him that king. See, they giving us money right now. See, they give me the same more that queen 5 bucks. See? All right, don't let me flop any pair. Y'all let me limp in with this shit. No, they didn't. Dang. Oh, I'll wait. I'll get a better hand next hand. See, good fall. Good fall. We're not gonna see the end of this hand. I'm like, boy, I got enough to call you now. I got enough to call you now just to keep you honest, but I'll let you have it. A good push, Pepe. Pepe was sure